No. Yep. Popcorn. Hi, everybody. Tanglewood Sue and her sweet husband, too. This
what?
is you are. So
You said it was cocktail hour.
It's live cocktail hour. Look. I made my tea. I spiked it. I spiked my tea today since you were going to be with me today on the News to Review. Hopefully you guys have seen, all right, the video I did last week with the making the masks, because I asked Brian, who's home, working from home, if he would please do a video with me. Working. You work for 911. Let's make sure they don't see this. I'm pretty famous. They could see this. Are you supposed to be at work right now? And I said, can you help me for a little while to do this video? Anybody who has ever made an edited video knows that that is some BS. That was a lot of hours that we were working on that video and dyeing fabric and making things. Oh good, all the animals are going to come. So what I have done for you guys today is I've rearranged my entire dining room. What do you think of it, honey?
It's lovely.
It makes no sense except as a studio. We have one window and we needed light. And I kept tripping over all the furniture. So you guys it might look to you like we're exactly the way we were yesterday, but we're actually completely turned around and facing the other way. And now this room is only, Chris, hello, my darling. This room is now only a production studio. And you've been forced upstairs. Was that because you were being nice, or was it because me and Sadie were too annoying in your space? It's okay. It's just live in front of all these people who I'm trying to impress.
Oh, I'm going with nice. So nice.
Oh, so nice.
So nice.
I hope you guys got to see the post that I did of top 10 jobs for 2021. Did you? What was your favorite? Or you gave me a couple, didn't you? Which one did you give me?
Well, you did divorce attorney.
Divorce attorney and doula. Like, we're past that point. But if we weren't...
PTSD therapist.
PTSD, yes, definitely PTSD. Someone today said defense attorney. She actually called it murder attorney. I was like, you're just getting right to it. Like, we're not hurting anyone or committing a crime, like murder attorney. What else did we come up with? Hairstylist, life coach. Well, life coaches are still, they're over the phone, but trainer, personal trainer. Chris, what would you say? Like, what is everybody going to need when this is done? What do you think? Yes. Oh my gosh, why didn't we put that on there? Liquor purveyors.
Oh, they're doing fine now.
They're doing fine, right? See, they don't have to wait. Our distillery, Sangfroid, I mean, they've still, that day that everybody was doing curbside, they had like a line out the door. So anyway, I just want to thank Brian for coming. We're just going to make the rounds through Sue's family, so I always have a co-star. Sadie was good. And charming, but she refused to be on camera. Will you promise you'll actually stay in this room on camera? Gene, ice cream makers? Yes. Will you stay here with me while we do this? You're good. Okay. So, one of the things that you guys had asked for that we go over is paint pouring. So since we're going live every day, I don't have to like cram everything into one day. Bourbon, yes. Bourbon, I put whiskey in my tea. Let me see how this is. I don't know. I made tea and then he had a cocktail and I didn't want to be without a cocktail. So, I mean, if we're going to be Kathy Lee and Hoda, am I Kathy Lee or Hoda?
Who's Hoda?
Oh my God. All right, you guys, you have to understand. Do you guys watch that show with Tig Notaro called Under a Rock? Where she interviews famous celebrities and she doesn't know who they are. See, I can't watch that with him because we're all laughing because of how famous that person is and how Tig has no idea. But Brian's right next to me going, I have no idea. Kathy Lee Gifford and their talk show people in the morning, and they drink a lot and they laugh a lot and they're parodied a lot on SNL. You probably know their SNL characters, you just don't know them. Anyway, there's a lot of going on. Go ahead.
No.
Can you do Fair enough. I'll do it for both of us. All right. So what I thought is today we would open up one of the craft kits and do some paint pouring from the kit. Okay. And then tomorrow we will dig deeper inside of that and I will show you how to actually mix the paints for those of you who want to make your own kit at home. Does that sound good? Okay, so here's what you get to decide, my sweet husband. Would you rather do rose gold today? It's okay. Either way, you're a man because it's all gender neutral. Or would you rather do malachite? It's just new packaging. They're the same. They're the same thing.
Malachite. That sounds more manly.
Yes, yes. All right. So this one is the malachite. Really? Because I would have thought it was more manly if you picked the pink one. But anyway, look at him. He dressed up. He wasn't wearing this. I said, "Will you come downstairs and for the live?" You
said it was cocktails.
Oh, you were dressing for cocktail hour? It is like clockwork around here. As soon as I finish, it is a loud shirt. Like as soon as I finish this live, we've been doing this all week. It's just like, do you want to imitate me when it's cocktail hour?
Cocktail time?
Cocktail time! Cocktail time! Like I'm waiting all freaking day to open up the bourbon. I mean, we can open it earlier. Hello, monkey. Hello, monkey. We can open it earlier, but I'm trying to keep some social decorum going. All right, so if you were to order this from me, which, yes, I can ship to you. I can still ship, guys. And the kits are super duper easy. And if you order the kit,
a free cat.
You get a free bitchy Siamese who's mad at everything. We can't tell if she's happy.
Ow.
Ow.
Ow. Ow.
We haven't cut her nails in like a year because we lost. We lost that battle. We can't tell if she's just happy that we're here or if she could be translated, would she be saying, I'm so happy, or would she be saying, get out, because she's under our feet everywhere we go, more than usual. I think she's stressed. So, all right, so if you order the kit, what I'm going to do for you is they all come with tiles, and they come with 4 tiles because that's a reasonable amount. But when you've got kids at home and you need them to have an activity, 4 tiles is not going to last you long enough. So I'm going to throw in 4 more tiles. So you have 8 tiles for this. And I will also tell you that you can use other things in the house.
Cat.
Yeah. So let me click to the other view here so you guys can see what there is in here. Okay. So the malachite comes with this beautiful jade green. It comes with white, and it comes with this pretty copper color. Okay. Then all the kits come with, oh my goodness, I could sell these kits for a lot. They all come with gloves and an N95 mask. Wait, no, they don't. They don't come with a mask. They do come with gloves. They come with cups for pouring, and little cups and big cups, because we're going to show you a couple different ways that you can do this. They also come with, yes, you do, Chris. It's super fun. Okay, and they also come with the cork that goes on the back. All right. Oh, I think I did a little extra of this one. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. Okay, 5 for 4 tiles. A straw. Another straw. Wow, there's so much in here. And then it comes with the 4, but if you, sorry, that keeps auto-focusing. Let me fix that. But if you order today, it's not on. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm going to give you some more, okay? I'm going to give you as much as I can give you. And then a little stir stick. Okay. Kelly, here's the thing. You don't need, let me talk to Kelly. Let me talk to you, Kelly. Let me talk to you for a second. All right. You don't need, I don't think I have it here today. I promise I'll bring it tomorrow. You don't need to coat these in resin. I mean, we are going to do some resin work. There's a spot on the floor over there. Do you remember that spot that always looks like somebody spilled water? It's from me trying out resin like 4 years ago. It's just there. It's part of the floor. Did you notice before that, or did I just do myself in by showing you? Yeah, okay, moving on. So, you can use a varnish on these tiles that, done correctly, will protect against cold beer, tested, gin and tonic, tested, hot coffee, tested, all liquid forms of everything, tested, and it is fine. Now, it is not as smooth and glassy and hard as resin. You're like, it's fine. We're good. All right, bye, guys. We're just going to drink. We're not going to make art. We're just going to... That's really good. That is orange spice something with whiskey in it. You did that little dance before on the video. I have to catch him off guard. Anywho, so Kelly, you don't have to do you don't have to do resin. Ink kits too? Yes. No, we'll do the ink kit. All right, we're going to do paint pour kit, and then I'm going to show you how to paint pour tomorrow, and then the next kit we will do the ink kit. It's kind of fun that we're going live every day because I don't have to, I feel like I can give you more, not just more as in we're going every day, but I feel like when I was doing once a week, I was having to fit everything in, and I can't do that, and we have to wait for that to go, I'll be today's guest. Yes, we are paint pouring Heather. So let's get started. So in the paint pour kit, we have these colors. They're already mixed. Okay, so just start shaking. They're already mixed. They're already mixed with my special formula that's top secret that I'll tell you tomorrow exactly what it is because it's not that big a secret. The reason these kits are fun is they're fun for kids and for adults where you don't have to worry about it. Like, I say this with everything. Okay. I say this with everything. Just do the kit first. Use the name brand first. Do all these things first so you see how it's supposed to work, and then you can go back in and start to pull it apart and do it yourself. But if you're scared of doing paint pour because you're scared you're going to get it wrong, or you're scared you're not going to mix it right, or you don't want to waste your stuff, let me help you do the kit and then pull it apart and then start doing it yourself once you kind of know what works. All right, so, okay, yes, I can ship all of them. I'm still allowed to get in there and ship, and I just said I'm going to put in extra tiles. So the way this works with paint pouring, you guys, there's so many different ways to do it. And the more colors, the better, I think. But simple is fine too, like for these kits. But you could even do 2 kits and mix up all the colors. But the beauty of the paint pour, and a lot of people have said, oh my God, that's going to be over. I think that's like saying, I was about to say paint by number, but then again, how often do you do paint by numbers anymore? It's, I don't think swirling colors together will ever be out of fashion. That's what I want to say. It's just the fun of swirling colors together that is fun. And it's even more fun when you get it to work and they bubble up and make other colors. So these all have a little bit of silicone in them that makes them bubble up so you get more colors. So the couple things we'll do today, we're going to do the ribbon effect. We're going to do the flip cup. And we will take requests. So if there's anything you want us to see that you haven't seen done, you know, there's a lot of paint pouring videos out there. There's doing it through the strainer. There's doing it over your head, over your cat's head, everybody's trying to find a new and different way of doing it. Sure, that's fun, but really it's just fun to see all the colors swirl together and see what you get. So without further ado, the way we are going to get started here, let's go, is I like to make sure you have some cups so that you can, Dixie cups are fine, I have a few here, have somewhere to let your pour fall off onto so we don't make a total mess. Thanks, love. Are you excited, Brian?
Yes.
Louder?
Oh, yes.
There we go.
So excited.
There we go. All right, so we're going to get that. We'll just put a couple here. So you want a place for it to run off the sides. Often when I'm doing these, what I'll do is I'll have an extra one And as I pour, I'll actually slosh onto the third one. Here, do you mind just kind of wiping them off a little bit? They're a little dusty. Just use your hand. It's fine. Now, the way that a lot of folks do this is to put a layer on that's almost like your slip coat, for lack of a better term, where basically we want to break the surface tension so that we make sure that these, I want to get this a little closer. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more so you can see. The idea of doing it, and a lot of people show you how to do it, but they don't tell you why. And so I just want to kind of show you why. Where's my little Logitech? Sorry, I want to zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see. No, that's as far as it's going to go. All right, hopefully, can you guys see that okay, what we're doing here? Okay, so, oh, that's a good idea. What you want to do, first of all, you can put on your gloves. Okay, so I'm going to walk Brian through it because we're going to pretend that, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to make this fun because y'all have seen me do this. This is nothing new. But I want to prove to you that you can give this to your, what age up would not insult you?
3.
3. I don't think I want a 3-year-old doing this. Let's say 7. Let's just say you could give this to your 7-year-old with some minor supervision and direction, and they could have some fun. Okay? You got your inner 7-year-old? And you're
said to me.
You're whisking. All right, Brian. I want you to, I'm going to move that out of the way for now, cover one of them in the white and just kind of mush it around a little bit. And we're halted at the removal of the cat. Oh, good job. Okay. So you just need enough to like have, there we go. Nice.
Still more.
There you go. That's pretty good. So now you can either use a straw or the spreader to just kind of get it coated all over. Well done. So get all the little edges because that's going to break the surface. There you go. It's okay if it goes over the side. You can either paint over that. If you were really worried about it, we could tape it to begin with. I don't usually worry about that too much. I usually go over with like a metallic marker at the end. I'd rather just have fun, make a mess, and then cover it up. All right, so you can see here that it is, there we go. Okay, see how it's like curdled milk? That's the resin. So the resin is kind of pushing away from the sides, but that's actually good. Oh, thank you, Suzanne. You're a sweetheart. Okay, so that's looking really good. So would you like to do, I think I want to teach you how to do a ribbon. Okay. So in order to do a ribbon, can you open up these other two? Oh, you manly man. Look at you opening that cap. Wait, that wasn't very sexy. That was just a snarfle. I was trying to do a growl. Ow! But instead I did. They both work, right? Did him snoring. Thank God. We have multiple bedrooms. Okay. So the way, that's okay that
I did so well.
It's okay. It's all right. I've got this. All right. So the way to do a flip cup, and you'll get the hang of this. You don't need to, it's okay if you have extra. You'd rather have extra than not enough. It's to just kind of pour into this cup one layer after another. So, and the top layer is going to be the most prominent color. So do you want it to be mostly copper, mostly green, or mostly white? He's a man of few words, folks. He went with the copper.
The copper.
Okay, no, that's enough. That's enough! Just kidding. Okay. Now, because you're going to layer, 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 layer. So in the end, let me show you. We want to probably get to about here. Okay? So now you can pour straight in or down the side. On camera, though. Let them see you. You see? See that camera? There you go. I know it's kind of upside down and backwards. You got to do. Okay. Now put another color. There you go. And as you're putting these colors in, they're going to start to kind of burble and gurgle a little bit. You don't need to slosh them. Probably more than a dot. There you go. Keep going. Awesome. And so you can imagine like doing color after color after color. Maybe do 2 more. I forgot what we say. Are we going to ribbon or flip cut? We're going to flip cut this one, I think. Okay. So now, let me show them how that looks. He did a nice job, huh? So they're all in there. So it's kind of nice actually to let it sit for a second so they kind of mush up a little bit together. So why don't we, I'm going to set that aside and do it again. You can mix up the colors any way you want. He thinks he's making like a chocolate sundae. He's going around the edges. He's got a new move. I wonder if I have a string or some sort here. I don't know. We're going to do a couple different things. All right. Just show them what you're doing. Show the folks at home, darling. Show the folks at home. All right. So now the way you do a flip cup is we're going to take the one that you've got your stuff on. All right. And we're going to take this and then literally flip it over. Okay? And then as you do that, it's going to run off. It may run off a side. And then let me show you first. So you're going to have it on there. It's going to start running over. That's why I've got a glove on. And then you kind of move it like this and you can move it over this one here. Like if this one were covered, you can drip it right onto here. And that way you save all that. Does that make sense? So actually, before we even do that, cover this one with the white. And that way it's ready to go. So you might even get 2 in 1. Nice. So are you guys all working with the folks in your home, whether they be animals, friends, husband, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, children? Have you started some new home traditions or family traditions? I feel like we're right on the cusp of that ourselves. Like we're starting to have a few new routines. I mean, this is certainly a new routine. All right. So now are you feeling groovy? So don't hold it because we already put this on there. Don't hold it too long. Okay. Upside down because you've got all that other stuff on there. All right. All right. Just make sure everybody can see. You can do this. Okay, hold it down a little bit. There you go.
So I leave this upright and turn the tile up onto it.
Yep. There you go. And then flip. There you go. And then you can put it right back up on there if you want to. You can let it sit for a second. You can kind of go like that, which does nothing, but everybody seems to do it. I don't know. So either you can pop it off and just let it burble over, or you can kind of take it and swirl it. So I'm going to totally not micromanage you at all. You do what feels right to you. I love you. Oh, awesome. Okay, now pick it up with your hands. There you go. And start swirling it. And as it gets to the edge, dump it here onto this one. You can go this one. You got it. Oh, and face the camera. You might want to use this hand. There we go. All right, now, let me give you a hint. Hold it. Just hold it. No, I mean like as you were doing before, but hold it longer. There you go. So don't move. Just let it slide. Do you see what's happening? All your colors are kind of coming through. So you don't need to rush it. You can kind of just let it. This should be good for you because I always rush things and you always like take longer on things. But do you see how you're getting that cool pattern? So basically what you're kind of doing, I know it's hard with the camera. Here, let me go to the big camera so they can see. So basically what you're doing is you're stretching the paint. All right? And so, and it's fun. You can just kind of, hey, Janet, you just stretch it out. And then once you get it exactly where you want it, stop. And then put it there. I love it. Well done. Now he's got this one here that has some paint on it. I wouldn't say that's enough to stretch out. So here's what we're going to do. Let's do another one. Put your white on there, or green, or anything. It's here. You can let that sit for a second. So what I would say is you can use white as your background, but you can also use some other colors as your background. He's going for the green, folks. He's going for the green. Let's get him in close. Oh, look at him showing me those moves. Okay. If you want to, you can just use your finger, or yeah, sometimes that's easier. So really, it doesn't have to be coated completely. The key is just you want to break the surface tension so it has something to slip and slide on. Awesome. Okay. So would you like to do ribbon, or would you like to do another flip cut?
Ribbon.
Okay. Put in a little bit more white in this. We're going to need some contrast because that one was very heavy green. Put in more white, and the ribbons require a little bit more. Okay, great. So now, if this was me, the ribbon, you can kind of go back and forth across it. All right, hold on, let me get that up. There we go. Okay, so you kind of want to just zigzag it, and then the same thing, you'll kind of pull it. No, don't slosh it. It's not a shot of tequila. Wait. Which way are you going? Can you go with this hand so they can see it? Is that okay?
I should be putting it up on a cup.
Yeah, you can do that. Here, actually, if you don't mind. I just want to make sure they can see what you're doing. Okay. Y'all know my pet peeve.
Put the corner over this one.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so I'm zigzagging.
Yeah. Cool. Now do the same thing. Stretch it. And then try to make the drips. Yes, Kristen, I worked really hard to make sure that all the colors have the same. That's the only thing, and I wouldn't even say that it would go wrong. I wouldn't even say it's something that could go wrong necessarily, is to make sure that your paints are the same consistency, because if you have one that's clumpy and one that's thicker, that thicker, it's like gonna be a speed bump. You kind of want them all to be the same consistency. That's looking good. I like that. That's a lot of green. And I mean that in a good way. So much like husband and wives, he zigged when I would have zagged, and I would have zagged where he zigged. And so it was hard for me to watch. But what's awesome, especially if your kids are doing it, if you have the ability not to micromanage them, they will do something cooler than even you thought of. They will. Always. Oh, I like that. Hold on. You're on the golf cart? Heck yeah. So, oh, I like that. All right, so either you can leave some white space, some negative space. Like, you don't have to go all the way to the edge. That's another reason why I like to have that slip coat underneath. If I do white over the whole thing, and then I only cover half of it with the pour, that can look kind of cool. All right, do you feel stretched? Now be careful when you go back in there. You can do it. But sometimes it's like going in and trying to fix something a little bit. If you add in a little bit more, it may or may not work. All right, and then I'm going to show you some moves.
It's it. It's perfect.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, so another way to use what you have in your little arsenal here is, let's see if I can get up under the webcam, is to use your straw. All right, let me go. I'm going to go on the other side of you, love. Oh, look, I can move around to the other side. And I'm going to take a swig of your drink. Mm-hmm. Slurpy slurp. And show you. Ah! Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get this so you can see. There we go. Okay, so another way you can do this is with dog fur, evidently, on it. Right, I'm going to put my slip coat on. Okay, can you mush that around for me, sweetie? And you can reuse these. You can go rinse them out or reuse them, whatever you want to do. Okay, and then you can not even use the cup. You can put your colors right on here. You can do a little pattern. You can even kind of do a little white. Just get enough, and it probably would help if I were on a level surface. And then, will you pass me that straw? Here's where you can kind of do some fun stuff. I'm sure you guys have seen it where people are using hair dryers. So they're doing a cup, putting a color under, and then you can slosh it around in different ways. So let's see if I can't get to the other side. All right, if it's not quite what you want, but if you've noticed how people are getting these little tentacles when you've seen them on these giant pieces, that's how they're doing it. And what's cool is if you don't get it in your hair, you can kind of control on a little bit the direction of your work when you do it that way. So you can kind of make it go where you want it to go, which gives you a little bit more control than what you may have had. And do you see how it's getting all these little cells? And as they're sitting here, all of Brian's are selling up. So I would say the only thing that I would guard against, well, maybe not. Let me see here. In general, try to pour off as much as you can, okay, while still keeping all the color there. I'm a little worried about that one, but I think it'll be fine because there's color under color under color, and it might take a little bit longer to dry, and it might not be as durable if it's too thick. And so a lot of times what you want to do is just not, you'll get the hang of it. You know, you just don't want to put so much on there and leave. Like sometimes I see people like do this flip cup and then they move it like three degrees and there's like a ½ inch of paint on there, and that's never going to dry because it's got silicone in it. So you really want to kind of pour and pour and pour. But the beauty of that is sometimes you'll do something you don't like and you could do a swipe method and there's all these colors underneath. It's like they're hidden colors underneath the colors. That's what I was showing you with the blown one. The more I blew, the more I got underneath, if that makes any sense. Let me see. Oh, you do? Mm-hmm. So she has one of the first pours that I did. So I've really been having a lot of fun with pours. So what I want to do tomorrow is we're going to try an experiment. So today, I just wanted to show you the kit. You guys, you can order this in the malachite, or you can order it in the rose gold. Okay, I can ship it to you, and I will, if you order today or tomorrow, I will put in extra tiles for you. It'll be a little heavier to ship, but that's okay. We need to make sure that that you guys have enough to play with, because you see, we did 4 tiles, and look, we hardly used anything. I gave you a lot of this, so you can use it on your toilet seat cover. Maybe. You can use, actually, that'd be good. You could do that. You can use it on extra tile. I'm going to give you some extra tile this time because I know it's not as easy to just run to the depot and get tile right now. So I definitely want to make sure we get that for you. And so my client asked me if I could do something crazy with her coffee table. So do you know what I'm going to do? Can you guess?
Which client was this?
It doesn't depend on the client.
Yes, it does.
No. Do you know? Well, it's one of our friends. I don't want to give names and stuff away on here, but one of our friends has asked us to where we often have a dance party at her house every year, up north in Columbia.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know who I'm talking about right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm painting 2 of her chairs purple to go with that big purple wall. And she's asked me to do something unique and crazy and fun and multicolored on her coffee table. So what do you think I should do? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. The paint pour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
I love you. So what I want to do is get together. I'm going to try, these are all with acrylic paints, but I'm going to try it with Miss Lillian's chalk paint. And we're going to add some magic ingredients to it tomorrow. So you guys want to come back tomorrow at 5. We're going to add that, and I'm going to do a test here and then see how it does before I go back on and do her coffee table. Because I think before I do this on other people's furniture, I would like to make sure it works. So what will happen next with these is we'll let them dry overnight, except that most likely one of the cats will get on here and crawl into bed with us covered in paint pour. Let's be real, what will probably actually happen. But if they were allowed to dry overnight, they will, what's cool about these is I always put in a metallic. So the metallic will stay shiny and shimmery, and the rest will get very matte and dry, and then we can seal them, and I will show you how we're going to do that. Paint. Is there paint on the hand that you put on show? No, Betty. I was good. I don't even use gloves anymore. No, I don't think I got any on his pretty shirt, but it's acrylic. It'll wash out. So, that's the deal, you guys. That's what we did today. Can we give a round of applause to thank Brian for coming on board and being our guinea pig? Look at that art he made. If you can do it,
if I can do it,
a 6-year-old can do it. Isn't that what you said? Or was it 7? It was 3.
I said 3. You upgraded.
I upgraded it.
Thank you.
I don't want messages going, I bought this for my 3-year-old and now we're in the emergency room because she dropped in with the shard, and I don't want that. I don't want that on my conscience. Put them in a box. I'll put the cats in a box. Oh my God, they're just doing this crazy. All right, are you ready to sing? It's like my family has never seen my show. Have you watched my show? Did you watch when me and Agnes did the show?
It's like she's never heard me sing.
This is true. Drink your liquid courage. Ready? We're about there. Tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Be there or be square. Ready?
Ready.
I'll open it up. I'll lead. You just have to. Oh, jeez. It's the new Sue Revue. No, let me lead. Oh, no. You can come on with me. It's the new Sue Revue. Coming right at you. With Tanglewood Sue and her sweet husband, Brian, too. Sadie came up with a nickname for herself last night. She was, what was she, you guys? She was Sadie Doodle Doo.
Sadie Doodle Doo.
And Sadie Doodle Doo.
She put that on.
She did.
Out on the web.
You didn't watch it? Goodbye, everybody. Good night.
Bye.
Drink your drink. Love you, honey.
Sadie Doodle.